What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Trophy Room Podcast. I'm your host, your boy Nick, back at it again. In episode 4, again, I'm ready to talk NBA, NFL, MLB, WNBA, and more. What's going on, everybody? You know the vibes. It's Trophy Room Thursdays. I'm ready to get to it. Episode 4. All right, just to start episode 4, just to talk about the fit real quick, man. Shout out to Mama Dukes. Mama Dukes went to Spain over the summer. She went on vacation. I understand most of y'all that really know me. I am a Chelsea fan, but if most of y'all do know me, I'm a big Eden Hazard guy. Eden Hazard has been one of my favorite players to come through that Chelsea program, and I was hurt when he left Chelsea, man, but I was happy that he got to go play for his favorite team. And Mama Dukes definitely hooked it up with the Real Madrid fit. I definitely got my boy on the back. Number 7, you know what it is. But yeah, man, I had to give Mama Dukes quick shout out because, I've been hitting the gym. I've been eating right. I look good. I look a little slim. I love the collar. Again, man, I've been working on my stuff. And shout out Mama Dukes, yo. For real, love you, Mom. But on to this episode, man. I'm ready to get to it. Just to start with the basketball topic of the episode. Most of y'all know FIBA is coming up starting August 25th. I believe that's Friday. Yes, on Friday, August 25th, starts FIBA World Cup. I'm super excited. The only thing is this year, the FIBA World Cup is in the Philippines, so the time difference is going to kill people. So the FIBA World Cup, their games are at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. So for all you overnight workers, all you guys who work overnight, all you guys who, night owls, all that stuff, you guys could definitely watch the games. Sometimes when I'm working doubles, I might be able to watch the games on my breaks and see what's going on. But just to talk about the FIBA World Cup schedule, definitely 2 teams to look out for. Obviously, Team USA. Their group stage play, they got their first game Saturday against New Zealand at 8:40 in the morning, which is not that bad. They got them versus Greece on Monday at 8:40 in the morning. Some of you will probably be on your way to work, but you can always catch that on the way to work. And then Team USA's last group play game is versus Jordan on August 30th, Wednesday at 4:40 in the morning. So if you really want to get up early, get to it, get to the gym, you could definitely put that on the side. All Team USA games are on ESPN too, so it's not like you got to pay extra for like a streaming platform or for something like that. So it's not that bad. But like I've been talking about Team USA for the past 2 episodes, definitely got to look out for number 10, Anthony Edwards. He's definitely the leader of that team. He got stamped by 2 guys. He got stamped by 2 guys this past week. Steve Kerr, one of the great coaches in the game today, definitely gave him that stamp for being that guy on Team USA. And he got the stamp from my coach, man, Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is arguably the best coach in the NBA right now. Obviously, you can always argue, and shout out to Greg Popovich. Always got respect in my book. Yeah, man. So Anthony Edwards is that dude. Definitely watch out. Keep on the lookout for number 10. Number 10 is going to be nice. Also, keep out for number 11, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson going to be good. Number 5, Mikal Bridges. Some guys off the bench you want to look at. I'm really going to be paying attention to number 8, Paolo Banchero, because Paolo's definitely undersized when it comes to this Team USA team because he is a forward. And they did talk about that they want to play him at the center a lot more, so that way they can play small ball, get out on the break a little bit more, and be able to move and have the capability to switch everything defensively. So I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do with Paolo. I think Paolo's definitely going to be, I think I said it in not last episode, but not episode 3, but episode 2, talk about Paolo Banchero. I really think Paolo is going to be huge for this team, man. If Paolo can really like emphasize his minutes playing center, attacking those smaller centers, and even if he's got to go against the big center, being able to use his quickness, his lateral speed, his ability to create his own jump shot, if he can be aggressive at that center spot, it'll definitely help Team USA, especially with the spacing that they have. Lately, they've been playing like a 4-out, 5-out, depending on who's in the middle. So there's definitely a lot of ways that Team USA can play. I love the other big men and Jaren Jackson Jr. He's really good. Just won Defensive Player of the Year. I love the other big guy, Walker Kessler. He was an all rookie team. He was I think he was in the running for Rookie of the Year. I don't remember that, but Walker Kessler definitely a good addition. Just talk about some of the other guys. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is definitely going to be huge for not only the backcourt, but he's coming off the bench. So I can see the connection between him and guys like Cam Johnson and oh my God, who's that other guy coming off the bench? Not Brandon Ingram. Oh my God, drawing a blank. But Team USA is gonna be really good this year, man. Some people were telling me, oh, that's not our best. It's not our best. I'm like, dude, this is just FIBA to qualify for the World Cup. When the World Cup comes and this is the team, then I got some questions. Because then I got some questions because we still have some greats that want to play Team USA basketball that have never played Team USA basketball that really should be able to. So that's gonna be good. But I think the Olympics is not coming for another 2 years, maybe 2 years. I think, yeah, 2 years. So but not yet. Like I said, FIBA World Cup is gonna be going on from. I've said it many times before, and I'm gonna say it again from September. Oh wow, September from August 25th to September 10th. Team USA, and just to talk about another team beside Team USA in the FIBA World Cup is Canada. I think Canada's group play is a lot harder than Team USA's. I think really the only group that's really going to give Team USA an issue is probably Greece. But the only thing about Greece is that Greece doesn't have Giannis. Like they still got his brother Thanasis. So I feel like Thanasis always plays better in international play. So he's, they're definitely gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Greece, so they should be fine. But like I said, man, Canada's group stage is gonna be crazy, crazy. So first game for Canada, and it's the first game of the World Cup. Friday, the 25th at 6 a.m. I'm probably gonna wake up to watch that, knowing me. Canada versus France. France has a couple good guys. Obviously, France has guys like Rudy Gobert. I'm surprised Victor's not playing, but I also get it. Also get why he's not playing. Victor Wembanyama just became #1 overall draft pick for the NBA. So I definitely get that. But Canada versus France, I think is going to be a really good game, especially to see how Canada starts off. Canada's got great guys in Jamal Murray. They got Jamal Murray, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They got guys like Lou Dort, Dylan Brooks, Kelly Olynyk, Zach Edey from Purdue, which I think he's probably going to go into the draft next year. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Oh, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Oh, duh. How could I forget this guy? I just talked about him last week. RJ Barrett, New York Knicks, man. So I definitely can't wait to see, Jamal just bring what he brought to the NBA Finals playing with Jokic. Hopefully he can definitely bring that into Team Canada and see how they play. SGA coming off a first team All NBA performance last year, brought the Thunder to almost making the playoffs. They won game 1 in the play-in as I think the 9th or the 10th seed, and then they ended up losing to the Timberwolves. It happens, but But yeah, SGA coming off a season high in almost every statistical category, leading the Thunder to a play-in tournament. Like I said, all NBA first team. You got guys, good role players in Kelly Olynyk, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dylan Brooks just got paid for the Houston Rockets. So let's see how that goes with him. RJ Barrett, the third guy on that New York Knicks team. So I'm hoping that what we saw from RJ last week in the exhibition games is not a fluke. I'm hoping RJ can definitely bring that intensity to Canada in their group play. And like I said last week, hopefully that confidence from playing international play goes into next season, because that'll definitely help the New York Knicks. New York Knicks will definitely be able to. I think the Knicks next year will definitely be able to fight for the to get into the Eastern Conference Finals. In my opinion, it always depends on seeding. Whoa. It always depends on seeding when it comes to stuff like that. So I can't wait to see what happens. But like I said, the next team they're going to play is Lebanon. Lebanon has a couple good players. I think they have oh my god, I'm trying to remember who his name is. It's off the top of my head right now. But Canada's next game is Sunday, the 27th at 2:30 in the morning. So I know most of you night owls are going to be able to watch it, because I know most of you guys, especially on Sunday, the 27th, because I know most of you guys like stay up. Most of the guys I know, they stay up mad late, can't sleep. So you can definitely watch that at 2:30 in the morning. I got most of the game. I'm probably gonna record most of the games and watch the games on my free time. So we'll definitely be able to go over that on next week's episode 5. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. And then just to talk about the third team, the third game in group stage for Canada, they're playing Latvia. Latvia has Davis Bertans, and I think they have a couple other guys. I don't want to confuse Latvia with Slovenia, because Slovenia has Luka, Goran Dragic, all those guys. They're going to be a good team to watch out, because Luka's been killing it on the international circuit. For those of y'all that don't know, obviously Luka Doncic came from playing internationally. Then he became, I think, the number 3 overall draft pick. Yeah, the third overall draft pick. I forgot what year, but I know it was Aiton's year. So yeah, he was part of that deal that traded him and Trae Young, 3 for 5. It was like a whole thing. But yeah, so obviously Luka's gonna tear it up internationally. We all know Luka's going to. Uh, I can't wait to see what happens, man, in this World Cup. This World Cup, there's so many good teams, so many great NBA players to watch. So many NBA players definitely step it up during the World Cup, or even international play, just period. Like they're like, I don't know, something different about playing for your country. It just turns people up, man. It's gonna be great. And I can't wait. So just to wrap that up, like I said, FIBA World Cup, August 25th to August 25th to September 2nd. ESPN2 in the Philippines. Team USA Game 1, Saturday, 8:40. August 26th, Game 2 against Greece. August 28th, Monday, 8:40 in the morning. USA versus Jordan, August 30th, Wednesday, 4:40 in the morning. Then to talk about Canada. Canada versus France, Friday, 25th, 6 a.m. Canada versus Lebanon, Sunday, 27th at 2:30 in the morning. Canada versus Latvia on Tuesday at 6 a.m. on the 29th. So, yeah, basically it's like Canada starts off on the 25th, then the 26th is Team USA. 27th, Canada. 28th, USA. The 29th, Canada. 30th, Team USA. I think they did that on purpose, so that way people don't be like, oh, we're gonna watch USA or we're gonna watch Canada. Like, they definitely did it on purpose for marketing reasons and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, ESPN2. Make sure you watch the games in the Philippines. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be some great performances, especially because NBA is not going on right now. So yeah, definitely make sure you watch FIBA World Cup, man. All right, on to the next segment of the basketball topic. I talked about it a little bit last week, but it's getting a little spicier now, man. James Harden gets fined $100,000 for his recent comments on Daryl Morey. So just to go over my notes from last episode, this is what Daryl Morey said. This is what James Harden said. Just to go over what he said last week. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say it again, because he said it again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Now, remember that James Harden, just go over that. James Harden said that in China at a camp, and somebody recorded him and posted that. So basically, the NBA is fining him $100,000 for calling him a liar, and they stated that the main reason why they're fining him is because of the is mainly because of what he said about never being part of the organization that included Daryl Morey. So the NBA is trying to say because he said that he doesn't want to be part of being in a system with Daryl Morey. Woj stated that the NBA is fining him because it touched on the league's concerning public trade demands policy. So they're trying to say because he said that he didn't want to be a part of a Daryl Morey organization, the NBA is considering that the NBA, either way, the NBA doesn't like it. It's kind of confusing when you really look at it, but so basically the NBA is trying to say that because he said that he doesn't want to be a part of a Daryl Morey organization, that it kind of touches upon him publicly demanding a trade, and that's against NBA rules. So I actually don't think that's true. I think the NBA was kind of crazy to find him, in my opinion. Obviously, Daryl Morey and James Harden, like I spoke about last episode, they have a different connection. You know, Morey traded for Harden when he was in Houston. They had a lot of years together. And then he traded for him again when Daryl Morey went to Philly. He traded for him to get him out of Brooklyn. And so, yeah, the NBA is trying to fine him $100,000 for his comments. But so there was another statement that came out a little after that. The National Basketball Association, Players Association, so the NBAPA, put out a statement. We respectfully disagree with the league's decision to discipline Harden. So they intend to file a grievance and have the matter heard by our arbitrator. So basically, the Players Association does not agree, which I agree with them. Like, I understand Harden was wrong for that, saying it in public. I thought that was kind of messed up, but it's also messed up what Daryl Morey did. So I completely understand where James Harden is coming from. I think it's messed up that Daryl Morey told him, "Yo, we're not going to give you a max contract." Okay. Then Daryl Morey told him, "Yo, sign your player option and I'll trade you." James Harden said, "Okay," and he still has yet to trade him. And then trade talks stop. He tells him, "Yo, I want to go to the Clippers," and he doesn't do it. So Daryl Morey's been like kind of wishy-washy with James Harden, which is really messed up because of because of their relationship. I thought, people would think that they would be a lot better with each other. Like, people thought that they would be like a better combination because they've been together so long. I thought he would respect Harden. He probably does, but like, to do him dirty like this is crazy. And then the league is wrong, in my opinion, for trying to fine him for speaking his piece. Like, I thought that was crazy. So overall, James Harden got fined because basically he went public for his trade demand, which I think is BS. It's total BS. And the Players Association is really trying to file for agreement so that way they don't have to fine him. Because, like I said, like, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that they have to like that they're really trying to find James Harden for speaking his mind. Like I don't really like that. And plus, this is also Daryl Morey's fault. Daryl Morey did him dirty. Like, why can't the NBA see that? Like before they find him, like they should have found not really find him for lying, but everything's a business. But still, man, like I thought that was messed up. I didn't like that. Daryl Morey lied to him. But honestly, I can't wait to see what happens. And then this whole thing is impacting what's gonna happen with Joel Embiid. I can't wait to see. I think I said the same thing last week that I can't wait to see what happens with Daryl Morey. What Daryl Morey ends up doing with Joel Embiid. What if Joel Embiid ends up asking for a trade and Daryl Morey pulls the same thing? Then that brings the Sixers organization, who's a big time market in the NBA, that brings down their the way that players look at that organization, the way that they look at the Sixers. So I guess that's why last week I called it a Philly explosion, because it's like a ticking time bomb. Like every couple seconds, like I promise I'm not picking my nose and playing with my nose ring. So y'all can see. So everybody believe me. But nah, like it's a whole big thing. Like it's crazy in my opinion. Like it's just that a lot of things are going on in Philly, and like I said, it's like a ticking time bomb. It's also like a domino effect. First it was Harden. Then it'll be Embiid, then maybe Morey gets fired, and then if Morey doesn't get fired, maybe they lose Tyrese Maxey. Maybe they don't give Tyrese Maxey his money. Maybe Tyrese ends up leaving because Tyrese is also owed some money. And then they even before all this, they had the little thing going on with Tobias Harris, where Tobias Harris was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to play here. Well, I think his dad was saying that. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was something like that. So it was a little it's been a crazy off season for Philadelphia. It's been a crazy off season for Philadelphia. Really, the only bright side in Philly is that they signed a great veteran defensive point guard in Patrick Beverley. And I love Pat Bev. Pat Bev is crazy. But that's really been the only bright spot in Philly. Just on to the last topic of the basketball segment. It's not really a topic. I really just want to give a shout out. By the time the video posted, it'll be after the fact. Today is 8/24. Um, you know, Kobe's birthday was yesterday. Kobe's birthday was August 23rd. He would have been 45 years old. I'm not gonna lie, as all my basketball fans know that definitely hurts. I love Kobe, man. I loved watching him play. One of my favorite plays, even though it was against my team, when he hit that buzzer beater. I think it was on Christmas. He hit that like one-legged buzzer beater in front of D Wade, and it just went in. I was so mad, but like I couldn't stop smiling because like it was Kobe, man. Like, and shout out to my best friend Jalil. I know he's hurting probably a little bit. Kobe was his favorite player. But yeah, man, Kobe would have been 45. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years since his passing. And my other thing is that you guys know how much I love the WNBA. Kobe was such a big supporter in the WNBA. He always used to bring Gigi to the games. I couldn't wait till Gigi got in the W. She was so tough, you know. Rest in peace, Gigi Bryant too. Like it just sucks, man. It just sucks when stuff comes up like that. And yeah, Kobe was ready to start his second career after basketball. Like the way I looked at it, he was either going to coach or own a WNBA team. He was already writing children's books. He was doing so much stuff, man. Like I could not wait. I couldn't wait to see what the second half of Kobe's career was going to be. And just to lose him so early in his life, just really sucked, man. I was really upset. It really sucks. Yeah, I remember where I was the day I found out. I thought it was a joke because it was TMZ talking about it, and I really thought I really thought people were messing with us, but I'm trying not to like tear a little bit. It's Kobe, man, but it uh it was tough. It was tough losing Kobe Bean. Just to talk about his accolades a little bit. For those of y'all that don't know, Kobe Bean Bryant, the only player in NBA history to get two numbers retired, number 8 and number 24. He's a 5-time NBA champ, and he only played for the Lakers. Only played for the Lakers all 20 years. He was a 5-time NBA champ. He's a 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time scoring title. He's a dunk. He's a dunk NBA dunk contest winner. NBA All 75 team. He was the league MVP in 2008. He was an 8-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star Game MVP, which I respect the NBA for. They named the All-Star Game MVP after him, so they call it the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP. I really love that they did that. He was an 11-time first team All-NBA, 2-time second team, 2-time third team. He was a 9-time All-Defensive Team player, All-Defensive First Team player. 9 times is crazy. He was a 3-time All-NBA. He was a 3-time second All-NBA Defensive Team player. He has like 33,000 points in his total career. He's up there. And man, Kobe was that guy, man. Kobe in my book, he's a top 10 player of all time. Kobe Bryant is the second best shooting guard to ever play this game. And just to say my last thing, we miss you, Bean. We miss you, Kobe. Okay, on to the football segment of the show. I don't know why I paused like that. On to the football segment of the show. Just to talk about the first thing going on in the NFL, the Colts allowed Jonathan Taylor to seek a trade, which I thought was great. And I'm like, okay, like they're finally starting to realize that they're gonna part ways. They're gonna leave. Jonathan Taylor's gonna leave Indianapolis. He's gonna go somewhere else where he has a better fit. So what I thought was interesting, was they gave him the opportunity to seek out trades. I believe it was on Wednesday or Tuesday, something like that. Or maybe it was Sunday. I really don't remember. I don't know off the top of my head, and I didn't write it down, which was crazy. The Colts only gave him till Tuesday, which is only like a week, maybe a little more than a week. They only gave him till Tuesday to find a trade. But the good thing is that there were already 6 teams that had inquired about him. So they basically talked to the Colts, hey, what are you looking for? Basically 6 teams already called and asked about him. Like, hey, what's going on with Jonathan Taylor? What kind of deal are you guys looking for? What are you looking for to what are you looking for in return? This, that. So 6 teams already asked about him. And apparently 2 teams already gave offers. So 2 NFL teams already gave offers for Jonathan Taylor, which is great. And so I hope everything works out with Jonathan Taylor, man. I hope he ends up going somewhere that he likes, that he can actually help that team go places. I'm hoping he goes to a contender. And because he's a great player, man. He's a great player. He's a good running back. And yeah, I hope he ends up going somewhere nice. So I have 4 teams that are good fits for him. Not really in any order, like which fit is better, which fit like doesn't work. So the first team I have written down is the Buffalo Bills. When you look at a team in Josh Allen, well, first of all, before you even get into the roster, when you look at the Buffalo Bills have not had a runner, like a running a running run. Yeah, Jesus Christ. They haven't had a running back who can just zoom out of the backfield and really get you some yards. Yes, they had Devin Singletary. Yes, they had Zach Moss, whatever. Devin Singletary is more of a out there passing, catching running back to me. And I want to see what happens with Zach Moss this year. But if you get Jonathan Taylor definitely trumps him. And I think Jonathan Taylor would be so good in that Bills offense. Like, you could take a little bit of running pressure off of Josh Allen because Josh Allen does like to use his feet. I'm not saying he's bad, but still, like Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen is a really good running quarterback. So, yeah, so if you look at the roster, you would have Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. Like that's a nice offense in my opinion. I think they lost Cole Beasley, but still, like I think that Jonathan Taylor to the Buffalo Bills would be nice. Like it would definitely help out that team's offense, and they have a decent defense. And I feel like it would definitely take some pressure off of Josh Allen. And it's not like Jonathan Taylor can't go out and catch a pass. So I feel like they'll be fine in that department. The next team I want to talk about for Jonathan Taylor is the Miami Dolphins. I think when you look at that three-headed monster in Miami with Tua, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, you're literally adding a fourth head to that team. Like that offense is so stacked. And and just to talk about the defense too, like the defense is great. You have Jalen Ramsey, which I hope he comes back from injury. You have Eli Apple. You have oh my God, who's the guy they just signed? Oh my God, is that Bradley Chubb? I think. I'm trying to remember. Damn, I'm trying to think. But no, when you look at the Miami Dolphins, I almost said the Miami Heat. When you look at the Miami Dolphins, that's another one. You add a fourth head to that three-headed monster in Miami. So really the only, like when it comes to a team like Miami, if you add Jonathan Taylor, the only big question mark you have is Tua's health. If Tua can stay healthy, because when Tua played last year, they were basically undefeated when Tua starts and finishes games. They were really good last year. So when you look at the Miami Dolphins, if they get a guy like Jonathan Taylor, you have a backup in Raheem Mostert, which I think Raheem is really good too, and they can split time if you really think about it. So as long as they can keep Tua healthy, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They could maybe go over guys like the New York Jets or the Buffalo Bills and either win the division or minimum come in second. So I think Jonathan Taylor to Miami would be crazy. And then the next team I have written down is the Chicago Bears. When it comes to the Chicago Bears, listen, I'm a big guy. I love Justin Fields. I love dual threat quarterbacks. Justin Fields is so good. He can run the ball. He can throw. He's getting better at throwing the ball now that they have a weapon in DJ Moore. They have Chase Claypool. They have Cole Kmet. They have a couple guys on that team. And then I think if you add Jonathan Taylor, it definitely takes away from not takes away. I'm sorry, that's a bad way to say it. I think it definitely gives Justin Fields a lot more ease to use his legs because now you have a running back in Jonathan Taylor who's really gonna explode out of the backfield, and Justin Fields can really work on his passing game and show how big of a dual threat quarterback he can be. So I think the Chicago Bears, that would definitely be a nice room. That would definitely be a nice thing to be, a nice place to be. And plus that if the Chicago Bears trade for him, I think that would be great to show that the Chicago Bears are behind Justin Fields. They want to build around Justin Fields. Like that gives Justin Fields a lot more confidence about being in Chicago. So I think that's going to be great. And then the last team I want to talk about for Jonathan Taylor is it's actually going to segue into the next piece of the football topic are the Kansas City Chiefs. like I said, they're two-headed monsters. Two-headed monster in Patrick Mahomes, and they have Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. I think Chiefs are always a great team. Patty Mahomes makes everything look so easy, but they have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I remember, I think I saw somebody say this, that so the Chiefs were gonna draft Jonathan Taylor, but they went with Clyde instead. So then now for everything to come full circle and for them to get Jonathan Taylor would be super huge, especially like I said, to take a little bit of pressure off of Patty Mahomes, especially coming off that ankle injury from the Super Bowl last year. And no, yeah, that would be so good. That's kind of like a Buffalo Bills situation. Just to add to the Patty Mahomes, just to add to the Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce dynamic. You add Jonathan Taylor, which I think would be really nice. And then you have wide receivers here and there. And they talked about that guy Ross. Well, I talked about it. Shout out to my guys on the Dive in Deep show. They they put me on to that guy Ross in Kansas City. They really like him. I actually saw a couple plays of him. He looks like he's gonna be really good in this league, man. But for all my viewers, if y'all want to watch, I was on episode 117 of the Dive in Deep show. Shout out to my guys over there. Appreciate y'all for having me. But yeah, back to the Chiefs. And then you have a guy in I'm trying to think. They have a young kid in Sky Moore. They have Kadarius Toney. So I don't know, man. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, their offense is a little bit underwhelming, but you have the best not arguably the best quarterback in the league, so he makes everything look easy. I'll definitely get into my ratings a little bit later, but yeah. So yeah, that joint that team would look nice. That team would look nice. The team would definitely look nice. Kansas City Chiefs. And like I said, that's gonna segue into the next piece of this football topic. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, states on social media that he will be holding out his contract negotiation until week 8 and will forfeit $1.1 million game checks. I get it, dude. Like, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, that defense is not really all that. But when you look at Chris Jones is literally that defense. He's defensive tackle. He adds so much pressure to the quarterback. He does his thing. He tied his career high last year in 15 and a half sacks on the year. He was a first team All-Pro. He's a first team All-Pro. He's been a Pro Bowler for the past 4 years. Chris Jones is the Kansas City Chiefs defense, especially losing a guy like Tyrann Mathieu. So I think that team, I don't know what the Chiefs are doing, but Chris Jones is your defensive guy. He was there for both Super Bowls. Like, pay the man. And then it was crazy because this comment came out that Andy Reid said on Wednesday that he's had no communications with Chris Jones. He said he's going to hold out till week 8. That's crazy to me, in my opinion. Like, that's nuts. Like, to hold out week 8 is a lot. Let me tell you the thing right now. The schedule. The schedule that they have, that's not what I'm looking for. So when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, he said that he'll hold out till week 8. So week 1, you have, oh my God, preseason. Week 1, you have the Lions. That's huge. I mean, I'm not going to say the Chiefs are going to lose, but when you go against the Lions, who have a stacked offense, which I really think they're going to make some noise this year, like, that's big. Week 2, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars, another stacked offense, so Chris Jones would be huge for that. Then you have the Chicago Bears. You can kind of get away with it, maybe not, depending on how Justin Fields looks in the first 2 weeks. So depending on how that offense flows, we could definitely see what goes on with that. Week 4, you have the New York Jets. Obviously, you know what that offense is going to look like. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson. I'm not trying to be biased here. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook. Corey Davis just retired. Shout out to you, bro. Alan Lazard, maybe Randall Cobb. McCole Hardman will get some snaps now that Corey Davis is retired. Then the next offense you got, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Week 5, you have the Minnesota Vikings. I understand they haven't really made any offensive moves. They do have the rookie that they just got. I think his last name is Addison. I talked about him in I think week 2. In episode 2. Make sure you guys go watch all the episodes, like the comments, videos, like the videos. I said like the comments, like an idiot. Like the videos, comment on the videos, subscribe to the channel. But now, yeah, the Vikings are not to be playing with. Kirk Cousins, not that bad. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, not gonna lie to you. But you got a monster in Jettas. Jettas catches everything. Everything. And Alexander Madison is not somebody to play with. Next week, you got the Broncos. Broncos aren't a bad team either. Hopefully, Sean Payton can ignite Russell Wilson and ignite that team. So hopefully they'll be good. Then the next week, you got the Chargers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Week 7, you got the Chargers. And then week 8, you got the Broncos again. And we all know what the Chargers are going to be with Justin Herbert. Hopefully, Mike Williams stays healthy. They got a young cat over there. I forgot his name, too. Jesus Christ. I forgot his name. They got Keenan Allen over there. They got a dynamic running back in Austin Eckler. Oh, my God. So, yeah, when you go against top offenses like that in the first 8 weeks, and Chris Jones said that he'll stay out until week 8, you need that man. Like, not every game can be a shootout. You're going to wear out Patty Mahomes. You're going to get him. He might get injured. And you got to think, they don't have a bye week until, oh, my God. Oh, it doesn't say bye weeks on here. Damn. I was just looking at it. But, yeah, their bye week is not till they have a bye week. When's the bye week? They have a bye week not till week 10. Wow. So if he really wanted to, like I said, he would hold out against Detroit, Jacksonville, Chicago, New York, Minnesota, Denver, LA, and Denver's week 8. Let's say he wanted to hold out one more week. Week 9, you have Miami. Dude. And then you have a bye week. And then after the bye week, you have Philly. The next game, you have Las Vegas. So easy. Green Bay, easy. Then you have Buffalo. Then you have New England. New England's nobody to sleep on. Then you have Vegas again, Cincinnati, and then the Chargers again. Bro. Andy Reid, I know you don't talk to the man. You haven't talked to the man in a while. Talk to him. Talk to the front office and pay the dude. Pay Chris Jones, please. Like, I'm not speaking from a fan perspective, but like, bro, like, he's been your best defensive guy. Like, pay the man. Jesus. Like, they have a tough schedule. And they're definitely going to need him. Woo. Went on a little rant there. But, all right, on to the last piece of the football segment. I want to give y'all my top 10 QBs going into next season. Some of the honorable mentions I have. I didn't write his name down. I have honorable mention I have is Kirk Cousins. I'm writing his name down right now so I don't forget. But just talk about, I think I have 5 or 6 names here for an honorable mention. Those are probably like the guys in the middle. I got Kirk Cousins in no order. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Tua Tagovailoa, Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, and Jared Goff. 6 guys in the honorable mentions. Those guys are definitely, they definitely got some weaknesses to their game. They definitely got some strengths, but to me, they're like on the outside looking in towards the top 10. I'll definitely give you all my top 10 right now. This is from 10 going to 1. Again, if y'all got some controversy, let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. All my socials are up here. Definitely let me know, man. I love to conversate with everybody. So at number 10, I have some of y'all might kill me. Number 10, I have Deshaun Watson. I have Deshaun Watson at 10 because I understand everything that happened with his lawsuit, all that stuff. But when you look at Deshaun Watson, he didn't really have a big injury. He was just suspended. He had a whole summer to work with the team, and he played games at the end of last year. If we can get, and the Browns are a loaded team. They have a really good defense. They have really good pieces. I think Elijah Moore is going to be great for them. Former New York Jet, that's my guy. They have good wide receiving core in Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones. They have a good running. They have one of the best running backs in the game in Nick Chubb. They have a great tight end in Njoku. They have a great defense with Denzel Ward. Oh my God, Myles Garrett, always a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Like, if Deshaun can come in and just be an average QB, they're going to be great. But Deshaun is not like that. When Deshaun was at when he was at Clemson, he killed. When he was in Houston, he took that franchise places. So why can't he do the same thing in Cleveland? Deshaun is definitely going to be, I have Deshaun at 10 because he's definitely somebody you can look out for. He's going to be great this year. I'm telling you, I can already see flashes. I don't think there's going to be a drop off at all. I think he's going to go back to that all pro level guy that he was before. He's going to go back to being a pro bowler, all that. But yeah, man, I think Deshaun is going to be, I got Deshaun at 10. At number 9, I have Dak Prescott. When it comes to Dak, some people say he's got interception issues. But overall, Dak is a good dude. Not a good dude. He's a great quarterback. He is the leader of that Dallas Cowboys team. I understand last year they lost. Dak hurt his thumb, all that. But Dak is not a scrub, man. I think Dak is definitely up there, especially with the weapons he's going to have this year. He's really going to be able to show out and show what he can do. He's going to be a good game time manager. He's got CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Brandon Cooks. Like, I think they're going to be a really good team to be reckoned with. And I think Dak is, and I think their defense is going to be really good too. You have Stephon Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs, Michael Parsons, obviously. Like, they're going to be really good. And Dak is really going to I think Dak's going to have a really good year. But not better than these next 8 guys. And number 8, I have Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence showed a lot last year. And now you add a deep threat in Calvin Ridley. And then you still have a running back in ETN. You still have Christian Kirk. You still have Evan Ingram, one of the best tight ends in the game. Like, all right, one of the best might be a little bit of drag, but Evan Ingram is good. But still, man, Trevor Lawrence, after last year, he's on the way up. He's a former number 1 overall pick. He finally has a staff that's behind him that can help him. You definitely saw it last year. They made the wild card. He came back after 4 interceptions in the first half and won that football game against the Chargers. So there's going to be big things coming Trevor Lawrence's way next season. So I can't wait. And number 7, I got the guy who played in the wild card, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is no scrub. Justin Herbert is great. I have nothing against Justin Herbert because everybody likes to say I'm a Herbert hater. I'm not. I just have to see more. I understand he's only been in the league like 3-4 years. But once he wins a playoff game, I will shut up. Trust. But yeah, hopefully his supporting cast can stay healthy. That's always been an issue. And now they have an offensive-minded quarterback. So that way, offensive-minded quarterback. They have an offensive-minded coach. So that way they can really let the kid loose. Like he had like he had the most airtime in the NFL. Like the kid's got an arm. Like the kid can really throw the football. So let's hope that with the new coach, he's able to really let himself shine next year. At number 6, I have Aaron Rodgers. We all know what's going to happen. We all know who he is. I hope you guys have seen the videos in training camp. Hope you guys have watched Hard Knocks. He's really a leader for this team. He's really the quarterback that we've been looking for with this offense, with this top 3 defense that we have supporting him. Like Aaron Rodgers is going to have a good year. And just to talk about his past, he won 2 out of the last 3 MVPs in the National Football League. Last year was Patrick Mahomes, and then the 2 years before that was him. So I'm definitely excited to see what Aaron Rodgers does this year with the New York Jets. Number 5, I have Lamar Jackson. My pick to be MVP this year. When you give Lamar a weapon in Odell Beckham, it's huge. So that way you saw him show flashes with his arm that he can throw the ball when he had Rashad Bateman, Hollywood Brown, and stuff like that. But when you give him Odell Beckham Jr., not only can he run the ball, Lamar can throw the ball. I promise you. And I think Lamar's going to have a great year. Obviously, he's going to have a great year on his feet, and he's going to have a great year throwing the ball. And don't sleep on Zay Flowers, man. Zay Flowers is going to be really good. I think that Ravens team is going to be really good. They're going to be super good. And they just added, I forgot his name on defense. I think Marlon Humphreys is his name. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But no, yeah. They're going to be a really good team. Lamar's going to be my pick for the MVP this year. I'm definitely going to try to get him in fantasy. So all my boys that are in my fantasy leagues watching, if you take Lamar from me, we will fight. That's all I'm saying. We will fight. That's it. But yeah, I got Lamar at number 5. At number 4, I got Jalen Hurts, just coming off a Super Bowl appearance. He absolutely, I know he didn't win. He absolutely dominated last year in the Super Bowl. And I think that losing in the Super Bowl, especially having that dominant of a performance, I definitely think that Jalen Hurts is going to come with a force this year. He's going to have his issues, not issues. That's a bad way to put it. He's going to, I'm sorry for cursing. He's going to have a fire under his ass. He didn't win the MVP, which I thought he was going to. Patty Mahomes won. He didn't win the Super Bowl, which I betted on them to win. Patty Mahomes won. So Jalen Hurts is coming with a vengeance this year. He wants to win that Super Bowl. He could win that MVP again. You never know. But yeah, nothing's changed in Philly. I mean, they lost a couple guys. They brought in some guys from the draft. And they traded for, I think, DeAndre Swift. I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, they traded for DeAndre Swift. And, lose a guy like Miles Sanders. But then you add a guy in DeAndre Swift. Like, come on now. But yeah, Jalen is going to have a great year. A.J. Brown, Smitty. That's not his name. Smitty is Devontae Smith. You have a guy in Dallas Goedert. Is it Dallas Goedert, the tight end? Yes, because Zach Ertz is gone. You have a good defense behind you. Jalen Hurts, like I said, the same thing about with Lamar. Jalen Hurts is one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in this league. He's a bulldozer when he's running, and he's fast, and he can throw the ball. He's accurate. He's got the long ball. He's got the short game. I got Jalen Hurts at number 4, man. And most of you guys know the top 3 guys. just to rattle them off quickly, this is what I have. At number 3, I got Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow. At number 2, I got Josh Allen. At number 1, I got Patty Mahomes. Everybody's got the same thing, the top 3. No matter which way you put it, really doesn't matter to me. Honestly, the only difference you can have is Joe Burrow at 2, Josh Allen at 3, and that's really about it. And then you have Patty Mahomes at 1. That's really it. But just to go over my top 10 quarterbacks. So this is my top 10 QB list going into next season. At number 10, I got Deshaun Watson of the Cleveland Browns. At number 9, I got Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. At number 8, I got Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars. At number 7, I got Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. At number 6, I got Aaron Rodgers of the New York Jets. At number 5, I got Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. At number 4, I got Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. At number 3, I got Joe Shiesty, Joe Buckets, Joey Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals. At number 2, I got Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. At number 1, I got the no-look Patty Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, man. That was just for TikTok. So that way I could post that as a clip. So if y'all want to see how that turns out, make sure you guys follow the TikTok. Oh, this way. Yeah, man. But that's gonna wrap it up for the football segment of the show. Just to get into my other sports topic. Y'all know what it is to talk about other sports that are going on in the world right now. I got a soccer jersey on, man. So just talk about soccer. Lionel Messi wins the MLS championship with Inter Miami. Just to have a little stats. Lionel Messi played 8 games with Inter Miami, had 10 goals, 3 assists. He had 9 goals in 6 matches that he played. That team was the bottom of the barrel, and he brought them to win a chip. So what I did notice was that after they won the chip, Messi gave the captain band to the former captain of the Inter Miami team. I forgot his name. And he let him hold the trophy up. So who knows? Maybe Messi came, played a couple games, won a chip, and maybe he might go back overseas, be another Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Even though Messi will probably do it a little bit more quietly because Zlatan came in, said this joint was, he literally said this shit is too easy and left. And then he went back overseas. So maybe Messi will do the same thing. He's kind of showing signs of it a little bit, but you never know. Just to throw that little soccer thing out there. And to talk baseball real quick, shout out to Aaron Judge. Just came back for the New York Yankees. I spoke about the Yankees last week. Just a shout out to AJ. Aaron Judge hit 3 home runs in a game. Good for you, guy. That's all I gotta say. I'm a Met guy, but you got to give credit where credit is due. And just to give some bad news in baseball, Shohei Ohtani has a torn UCL and will no longer pitch for the year. Not that matters when it comes to the Angels standings. There are a good amount of games outside of the wild card, so it's not really like they needed that push. But just to talk about Shohei Ohtani real quick, he's due for a big offseason this year. He's probably going to move on from the Angels. He'll probably go somewhere and get some money, most definitely. Just to talk about his injury. So his injury is the UCL. When you look at my elbow, you have I believe it's the humerus, the radius, and the ulna. Yes. So the UCL actually connects the humerus to the ulna. So the ulna is like in here, and the radius is like a little bit on the outside, or if it's vice versa. I'm trying to remember. I'm taking A&P this year, but yeah, to connect everything together is the UCL. So that's where he torn. So it's really hard for him to like pitch or maybe even swing a bat. So that's going to be huge. I hope he recovers. I hope everything works out well with Shohei. Like I said, he's due for a big year next year, big contract extension. Not even big contract extension, just big money, like big bucks, period. So I hope that works out with Shohei. And y'all know, man, just to talk about it, just to talk about WNBA, my favorite segment of the show, man, women's basketball. Shout out to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson scores 53 points versus the Atlanta Dream. She that 53 points became her career high, and she tied WNBA single game record for the first Asia Wilson scored 53 against the Atlanta Dream. She scored a career high and tied WNBA single game record with those 53 points. Now she's the first woman to score 53 points since 2018. And you know who was the last one to do it? Liz Cambage scored 53 when she was a Dallas Wing, her former teammate. So shout out to Asia Wilson, man. And just to talk a little WNBA, when this episode drops on Thursday, I will be at the Connecticut Sun game versus the New York Liberty. I can't wait. Maybe I'll do like a little like WNBA vlog to give everybody like a little background of how it is at WNBA games. Just because some of y'all don't know, maybe I'll give y'all a little sneak peek. You know, me walking into the arena, showing y'all how live it's going to be. Definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. I definitely want to start. I definitely got to start posting more WNBA content. On all platforms, doing segments and stuff like that. But yeah, WNBA, man, the season's about to wrap up. Playoffs about to start in a little while. I can't wait. If not this game, I'm definitely going to do a vlog of me going to a New York Liberty playoff game. There's no reason why I'm not going to a playoff game this year. But yeah, man, WNBA season's almost up. We're gonna have a good time. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up for episode 4 of the Trophy Room podcast. Thank you guys for sticking with me this whole time. For all y'all watching, make sure you like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow on all social media platforms, and most importantly, man, I keep telling y'all this every episode, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all this is gonna be like my new way to end the show. Like I said before, we're all this together. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe on all platforms, and most importantly, number 5, tell your friends, man. Tell your friends, Trophy Room Podcast. Come hang out with your boy. Yes, sir.